It's on question 20 now, some quadratic inequalities. You might remember from a lesson that we've got x squared plus y squared equals 18. That's going to be a circle. And then we've got an equation of a straight line here, something like this, say. And we're trying to work out where on the graph those 2 points intersect. So, first of all, I'm going to rearrange this second equation to make x equal something. So if I rearrange this one, move the 2y over to the other side, so if I plus 2y, so I end up with 2y minus 3 is equal to x. I can then substitute in that x value into the original equation here, and then I'll just end up with an equation with y. So substituting x in, I end up with 2y minus 3 squared plus y squared equals 18. So I've just changed the x squared into 2y minus 3, 2y minus 3 there. Then I need to expand that bracket out. I don't mind what way you do it, but I'm going to just jot over in the corner, 2y take away 3, and then 2y take away 3, and then draw my lines along the top. So I've got 4y squared, and then I've got minus 6y, got minus 6y, and I've got plus 9. And then these parts in the middle end up simplifying. We've got 4y squared minus 12y plus 9. So going back over here, we've got 4y squared, take away 12y plus 9, and then plus this y squared, and then that's equal to 18. And then just a bit of tidying up over here, putting together the y squared parts, we've got 5y squared minus 12y plus 9 equals 18. And if we've got a quadratic, you should instantly look at it and think, I need to make that equal to 0 to end up factorising it to solve it. So making that equal to 0, I'm going to take away 18 from both sides. So I end up with 5y squared, take away 12y, take away 9, equals 0. And then I can look at factorising this one, and it's still equal to 0. At the beginning of my brackets, the only way that I'm going to make 5y squared is having 5y multiplied by y. It's the only way that I can make that. I then need to look at what values I need to put in here that times together to make 9, but when we multiply this one by 5y and this one by y, they add together to make minus 12. So if I think about factors of 9, I've got 9 and 1. If I had 1 over here, I'd have 5y and I'd have 9y. There's no way 9y and 5y are going to make 12. And if I had it around the other way and put 9 here, that would make 45, and that would make just 1, and that's nowhere near 12. So the only other factor of 9 is 3 and 3, so it must be a 3 and a 3. We just need to decide which way round the signs end up going. If I had minus 3 here, then I'd have minus 3y, and plus 3 here would give me plus 15y. So I'd have minus 15 plus 3, which gives me minus 12. So I need to have a plus 3 here and a minus 3 here. You can always check your factorisation by expanding it out like we did over here, but for this one I can just check in my head. I've got 5y squared, I've got 5y times minus 3, so it's minus 15y, plus 3y gives me minus 12, and then the 3 times minus 3 gives me minus 9. So I'm happy with that so far. Now I know that this is equal to 0. Any two numbers that are multiplied together, they equal 0. One of them has to be equal to 0. So if I had this 5y plus 3 equals 0, then y would end up being minus 3 fifths. Or you could write that as minus 0.6. The other side, if that was equal to 0, you have y equals 3. And then, now I've found my y coordinates, I need to substitute them back into this equation up here to find out what my x coordinate is. So let's do the more tricky side first with the decimals. So we've got minus 0.6 is y, so we'd have x equals 2 times minus 0.6, and then take away 3. So that gives me minus 1.2, take away 3, which ends up giving me minus 4.2. Then if I go over to the other side, so where y equals 3, I'd have x equals 2 times 3, take away 3, which ends up giving me So I've got my pair of coordinates, I've got x and y here, and I've got x and y here. So I just need to write those on the answer line. That I've got one x coordinate is minus 4.2, and my y coordinate corresponds to that is minus 0.6. And then my other coordinate, I've got x is 3, and I've got that y is 3. So there, I found my two coordinates. That would get me 5 marks. Quite a difficult question, it's quite a long method, but it's worth 5 marks. Even if you got down to this part, and maybe weren't able to factorise, that still give you 2 marks for doing that part. So it's still marks to be gained, still easy marks to be gained in that question.